Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vimbai and this is
Whatty,
my gorgeous sister who's here for the ride.
Yes.
So for those who would be following us, you know we're watching Attack on Titan.
Yes.
And we're currently on season 2, about to watch the
Finale of season 2, episode 12, guys. You know.
My nerves are frayed. My voice is scratchy.
If you have not watched episode 11 reaction, for this one's reaction, please do
yourself a favor. But wear headphones.
She has never watched the show. I have watched the whole show.
Yeah, so it's the first time watch for me, like she's saying, and she's watched the whole thing through. So she's just here to watch me react to this, as you all are.
I'm with you guys.
So yeah, listen, guys. Episode 11 did a number on me, on my nerves. I'm actually shaking. I'm not well.
Poor thing.
I think everything about that situation was it's too much for me. So I'm actually quite nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure I'm gonna be crying like an idiot. I just know, if this shows any indicator of what's to come, I'm going to be in absolute turmoil. So again, guys, please fund me so I can go get my therapy. I'm not well. So as always, guys, if you like this type of content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button.
Please.
And I notice a lot of views. I get a lot of views when people don't actually follow. So guys, please follow. I'm really enjoying this, and I really, really want to continue on this journey. So without further ado, guys, let's go. Yeah, you do. You need to be there for Mikasa too. Look at this guy. His arms and eyes are so different to his eyes. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Look at his eyes. They're so mesmerizing.
Yeah, he's got beautiful eyes.
Yeah. It's times like this I notice it. What a horrible title. And he's hurting his friends. I really despise him for this. You're hurting your friends.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to give a shit.
Nah, he doesn't care anymore. Save your friends. Oh!
Yeah, she saved him.
Oh god.
Oh my lord.
Ymir! Ymir, save him! Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, he's just sitting there. Ah! Oh, that was Hannes. Oh my god. And then he's gonna see him getting killed. Oh god. They're gonna... No, you're not. You're gonna die. Oh. Oh. Please no. Oh my god. He's literally trying to stop them. Well, no, because he can just... Yeah, but how do you know they have good interest of her and how? Don't kill this too. I swear to God, oh my god. Oh my god.
No. Get back. I love this shot.
Oh god, Hannes. Oh god, you're not gonna be able to do this. Oh god. You are injured. Mikasa is... Your hands are back.
He's still tied up. You need to.
What? Help him. Good. It's not happening. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! What is he doing? I hate him now so much. Don't you dare injure my people. What is wrong with you, you piece of sh**? Oh god. Oh my god! Woo! Ah! Ah! Stop! Oh. No.
Poor Eren. Freaking hell.
Ah! Oh my god, Jesus, please. Oh. Owen, please. No. Oh god. No! Ah! No! No.
たいことがある。私と一緒にいてくれてありがとう。生き方を教えてくれてありがとう。
What is going on?
私にマフラーを巻いてくれてありがとう。そんなもん何度でも巻いてやる。からもずっと俺が何度でも。
What? He's commanding them? Huh? Are you the king of the Titans? Like I always say as a joke. What did I just watch? Because he told them to. He just did.
よくわかんないけどそういうことか。だからアニマたちは必死こいてエレンを。だとすりゃこの壁の中に未来がある。
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go wherever Eren is. Ah! No, no.
座標が最悪のやつの手に渡っちまった。絶対に取り返さねえと断言できる。この世で一番それを持っちゃいけねえのはエレン、お前だ。ベルトルトを守りきれねえ。なんだ、巨人が。
They're doing what you're telling them.
なんだ、アニメ。
He hasn't. Yeah.
この気を逃すな。絶対せよ。
Come on. Please go with them. Please. Hear me, hear me. She's gonna save it better than this. Oh, Hannes. Oh. Oh.
ありがとう。
本人はラガコ村の出身です。実は村での調査結果を彼に確認してもらったところ、あの仮説の信憑性が増すばかりでして、その報告。そのことでジャンと話してたこともあるんだけど、あの時巨人たちにそうさせた
It
の
was you, mate.
エレンじゃないの。
オールマイ。今回出現した巨人の正体がラカコ村の住人。
Horrible.
つまり巨人の正体は人間であると。
Yeah, we figured that.
何か俺は今まで必死こいて人を殺して飛び回ってたってのか。
Yeah.
Well,
確証はないと言っただろう。
but yeah.
You
But
had to.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Connie. Freaking hell.
エルビー、お前何を笑ってやがる。
yeah, well, it makes it easier now.
なんでもないさ。我々はまた一歩真実に近づいたというわけ
That's what he cares about.
した巨人と人間の数にして
I know.
割に合わないな。だが確実な一歩だ。我々はいずれ必ず突き破る。
Oh, babies.
I'm sorry.
まだかな。
Nani?
The look on your face, Nani.
So that's
What are you thinking?
That's the beast. That's the human that's in the beast. He looks unhinged. He looks absolutely mentally unhinged, which I love. I love his 6-pack. And okay, theory time.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, we've officially finished season 2. So yes, you can absolutely go. Do you want to start with the theory, or do you want to go through the episode
Okay, let's watch.
first?
Let's go to the episode,
and
of
then
what
we can
happened.
do theories afterwards.
So at the beginning of the episode, we were
Okay, so this was when Rena was. It had ended when Rena had been throwing the Titan. So
yes,
they were all
so
kind
they
of
were
just
all in
hectically
disarray,
trying to survive the Titan.
Yes, and Eren had seen the one that killed his mom.
Yes.
And then let's talk about Hannes, R.I.P.
Oh, Hannes broke my heart. He really
She died
did.
the same, the Titan he gave up on in the first episode.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him that he took him on
He
only
went
because to
on,
save
he
to
went-
save them because
Yeah,
he
he
did it
did.
to save them at the end
Yeah.
of the day because he
Yeah.
was like, I will do even if I have to sacrifice
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
That was painful to watch, guys. Yeah.
It was very sad.
Yeah, it was sad. So for me, Hannes, it's full circle moment.
Ah,
Episode 1 to episode now. That was a literal full circle moment.
Yeah.
And then when John, like Yamiya is such a complicated character.
Yep. A lot of
And
interesting layers.
she was understanding because she could have easily gone back and settled in with, because those guys would have, been on their side, but you know what I mean, not punished her.
Yeah.
Per se. Because they would have been like, you did things and you're on our side, which she was, because she saved Erwin's life.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah.
much as she's like, you stupid man.
Yeah.
She wouldn't save his life. But in a way, I actually think she did the right thing. In a very weird way. Like, I would have preferred if she went with Historia. But Yumi doesn't understand, like, because she's like, I took your Titan abilities from your mate, but I don't understand. You're already a Titan. So I don't understand what she's talking about, because she's like, they'll kill me because I took your Titan ability from someone. But didn't she become a Titan when they threw her in that situation? I'm so lost.
What she's talking about is how
Her skill
she was
set.
only able to get out of that Titan form back into human form
because of
after she
eating
ate.
the human.
Yeah.
Marcel, their friend.
Yes.
Which, okay, fair enough. So she had a bit of guilt over that. So that was her sort of making, reparations, I guess, if you were to call it that way. But yeah, in a way, she doesn't actually understand her origins. So in a part of it is, it's good for her to actually understand what's going on, because she really does not know what's going on. Unlike the others who have their mission statement and stuff that they're doing, she's the lost one. She does not know a single thing. Life has just been dictated by situations that have happened to her. She's never been actually in control of her own life. So this is the choice she made as a choice to herself.
Yeah.
So I'm happy she made that choice. I still write for her. She chose people I have questionable belief, thoughts about, but I understand
It
her.
was her free choice. to do
And
that.
I don't hate her. Then there's Betty, who loves Annie and lost his head when he found out, and in a way that they helped Eren get off him.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God for that little bit of Armin,
he had to turn very cold and harsh.
And Armin
create
is
lies.
the best brain.
Mm.
He's the biggest observer of every single thing. He observes. He's such an observer, and it'll
Mhm.
come up. It always comes up in situations where he's observed something from the past, and he puts 2 and 2 together, and he makes it work for him.
Yeah.
He's such a he's a good commander. He would be a good commander, guys, because the brains on that man are ridiculous. Like, they are ridiculous, and he's someone who, even though he's still panicking right now, I actually have to give him credit. He's calm, and he's doing things that for a cadet, like for a child, he's doing so well. So Team Armin for commander in the
he's a
future.
genius.
He's just the brains. I
Mhm.
feel like he could be a commander or someone in charge, because he's just like he will rank high because he's got that insight. They need him all the time because he always saves things. He always manages to make good decisions that impact. Same as Erwin. Erwin made a good decision. Yes, it impacted him by losing an arm, but he made a good decision.
Mhm.
He always, and that's the thing is, Erwin, he's cold-blooded because he will sacrifice for the greater good.
Yeah.
Whereas other people, knowing everyone in this group, except for Mikasa, she will sacrifice everybody for Eren. He is always thinking of, we're doing this. That's why I think him and Armin remind me of each other a little bit because there's always a lot of thought into their actions.
Yeah.
Mikasa only thinks of one thing: how to get Eren, how to save him, and that's it. The scene with him where she says, "You've always been there next to me," and gave him the
and then what he says afterwards.
I'll give it to you.
Oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Oh, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And her actions then led Eren to discover a new little secret that I've secretly thought of, but now it's there. Remember, guys, when I keep saying it's Eren, the King of the Titans. And now he definitely is who they were looking for, in my opinion. If that's who they were thinking is the person that, and what a good thing to have. Now, this then does not help my theory. This then actually solidifies my theory. His ability to do that, first and foremost, his little skill of stopping the Titan and then calling the other Titans to come fight. I mean, I know that Titans can do that because I saw Annie, you remember when she called out to Titans to come get her, and same as whatever. They can communicate in a language that obviously Eren at this point does not seem to understand, but instinctively was able to do in that moment. So it seemed they literally like accessed his brain or however in whatever action and were able to do that. And I remember in the first episode, I kept saying, "Is Eren the Conjurer? Is Eren the Conjurer?" So I'm thinking, he's linked to it in some sort of way, which brings me to the Beast. The Beast created the Titans in Rengoku or whatever. He herded them. He got them to do his actions. He's just been walking around. He's not doing much. He's just walking around with a six-pack. Did you see that body? And yes, I think it's related to Eren. Because he looks like Daddy Yaga. You cannot tell me that is not Daddy Yaga with the blonde hair.
Daddy Yaga with the blonde hair.
Or a cousin or something. Like he's from the Yaga bloodline in a weird way. He's very blonde though, which is not. But I feel like Eren, could be dark-haired because of, I guess, both parents, because his dad's dark-haired, but also because of his mom. So it can happen. But that blonde boy, he's unhinged, but intelligent, and I cannot wait to hear the stuff that comes out of it, because I want to understand the concept of everything. But what made me sad is when Connie was realizing that those little things that were running around were his relatives.
Yeah. And remember, there's something that you probably, I don't know if you remember this. Remember how there were some that were acting as if they were little kids?
Because they're kids.
Yeah, the Titans. They were acting like little kids, eating each other, fighting amongst each other. How sad is that?
And what made it sad is, remember the one that was a weird one, which was lying down on the ground, and then there's others which just lying on top, like sitting on top of him.
Yeah,
it could be a parent and a child, like that could be a parent, like the child is like following its mommy, or daddy or whoever.
Yeah,
and that is the most saddest situation I've ever thought about, because those small ones were like, oh, they're dwarf ones. No, they're babies. I mean, except for the ones that look like old men. But you know what I'm trying to say. This is so, and Connie has siblings.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And they're younger ones. They're probably the ones who were like fighting like little kids. They were probably the two, because he had two, I think.
And that explains, the other guy who was in Sasha's, the one that Sasha, when she went back to her village.
Oh yeah, in the village, yes.
Yeah, that was it's probably a teenager. Like someone who hadn't even grown much, because that was a small one. Maybe probably a malnourished street kid.
That's very specific.
Like a malnourished street kid, a homeless guy who got turned into a Titan. And then that's why it was very small and malnourished, because it looked like a human being who just was a basketball player. So yeah, that's horrifying. And the fact that beast has that power. What power is this? That means, and that's the worst thing, is when Levi says, so you're telling me all this time I'm killing humans. I thought we knew that. Because I thought after what happened to Eren and we figured that they were in the neighbor, I've always said that I've assumed that's the situation. Now, I don't think that's not necessarily... I don't think that there's some... Okay, so the big dogs, right? Even though Yami is not a big dog, but I'll call her a big dog because she seems to be living in the nape too. The big dogs, i.e. the armored, colossal, female, Eren, and the beast. They all seem to be the drivers of their things, meaning they're in the nape, as in they're there. But I feel like the ones that are turned necessarily are old and turn into the creatures. That's why there's nothing maybe in their heads, like the Sonnies and the Beans guys, like the type that they are. So it's not necessarily that they all turn and then have the little human stuck in their head. I don't think that that's how it works. I think there's also a hierarchy in the Titan world, if that makes any sense. So my theory is when you turn humans like Connie's family into that, they turn Titan. There's no one in the nape, if that makes sense. They themselves become the creature.
Yeah, and that's what Levi's talking about.
Yeah, whereas
like,
and which is even worse because you're like, oh my god, they only got turned.
They were
to
just
become,
innocent humans.
Yeah,
so that's what he's saying. Like, okay, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's not like they chose. You know what I mean?
No, these are all victims.
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
he's
why.
realizing.
So the war is never really about the Titans. It's about who is creating them, making them, and driving them, and getting them to do this. Do you know what I mean? So Mr. Beastie Boy, you have to get him and kill him. I don't know who he is, even if he's Eren's cousin, brother, uncle, whatever. He ain't right there, and him and his six pack, Jesus. And Eren's not gonna be able to fight him. Who's gonna fight the beast? Like honestly, who's gonna fight the beast? The beast will have to have Levi, Mikasa, and Cannon Fire, because I just don't understand how they can do that with him. I can't wait to meet the beast. Because I enjoyed the conversation we had a little bit with Mike.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem right in the head. He seems very not knowledgeable about the world. So I don't know how much of him has been. Do you know what I mean? Like, with the Colossal and Annie and whatever, they seem to. I guess they learned when they got to. So I'm only assuming we've only met them now, and they seem a bit more human-like. What I mean by that is, obviously they're human, but you know what I'm trying to say. They seem to have the capacity to blend in quite well. Even when we met them that time 5 years, all those years ago when they joined the military, they seemed, even though they have behavioral issues, or some of them quite.
But remember by the time we met them, they'd actually been there for a while.
So they'd learned to acclimatize.
Yeah, remember. Like,
but they seemed a bit more human. Whereas I don't know about this other one. He's giving. I'm not that well adjusted to being around humans. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. I just can't wait. I just want, selfishly, I want to go where Reina and I don't want to go when the humans are, because it's boring over there. Forming theories and talking about this and that. I want to know what all their stuff is.
Have you any other theories before we talk about your favorite character so far?
So the theories being that Eren is related. Well, he obviously has an important part to play in the Titan Wars. Mm-hmm. So he obviously can control them. We saw that. How, we don't know. Mm-hmm. He seems to not know himself, but it's something that we can depend on at some point. Mm-hmm. So that the theory is that he is an important element in this, but I can only think it's through birth, which we will uncover when we go to the basement. Do we even want to go to the basement?
Good question.
So yes, and I think they are from that village, where where the warriors are, whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. I think maybe that's where the beast is from there, obviously, because I said that they were looking at him with, he created them, or he made that village. I don't know, for all you know. But Daddy Yaga has a lot of explaining to do. Hope we find him, or he's dead by all accounts, but I hope we find him. And even if he's alive, maybe they don't want to keep him alive because he might tell Eren the secrets. I don't know what could be the case there. So it's interesting. So my theory is, I knew that obviously they'd come to get him. Mm-hmm. But why? To fulfill what? What is the purpose? He's very important to them, but why? Yeah. And now they failed. Is that why the beast is there? To do the job, to get the end result. And the theory being that said, he's related to him. He's from the same village. Daddy has to explain himself. Maybe he has more children. Maybe Eren has siblings he's never met. Was he an only child? We never know with them. We never found out much. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's that. So I feel like Daddy Yaga maybe is from that place, infiltrated them. He was the initial spy out of it all. Fell in love for some reason, or maybe he ingratiated himself into that village, because we never found out what he said. Yanis or these people, what they did for my family. That's why I told you guys I have high hopes in Armin's parents. I believe that they were obviously turned, which is sad, or maybe they end up in that village. So we'll find out sooner rather than later. But yeah,
now
Three Amigos are like, I don't know, they are the show to me.
Yeah,
and everyone, and this is gonna sound controversial. They have to live. I don't care what everyone else. Everyone else, I love them, but they can die. But if you were to kill the kids from Shinazagua, I think I would have an issue with the show. Like, I need everyone to chill.
It would be heartbreaking, right?
What do you mean? Because I actually, as much as everyone thinks it's an Eren journey, it's the journey of the three amigos from episode 1. Yeah. So for me, I feel like if you
they are the babies. Yeah, right?
Like I feel like it's their
journeys till the end.
Like just to the last episode, because with shows you can never trust anything, but just to the last episode, because they deserve, I'm sorry, they deserve. And so for me,
cool.
I love them. This was an interesting season, guys.
Amazing
Really enjoyed
season.
it. Stressful.
Yeah.
But also what it did, and I think what it successfully did, was give us a bit of backstory for the other guys that didn't get much shine in the first season. Yeah, they did little bits here and there, but we got a lot more of Connie, who, you know, we only saw him from one angle, and I think with what's happened in his life right now and everything, character development, it's interesting to see that. We've got Sasha, who we saw a little bit again was for comedic stuff, but ended up being what I enjoyed this season was a focus on the squad, his graduating class.
Yeah.
Even though we missed all the chaos, we saw Yamiya, we saw the background.
We got so much more.
We got Historia, we got the background,
Mm-hmm.
we got Reina and Betty, we got their situation on whatever. So it literally, this season was an introduction or a bit of a deeper dive into them. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more we have to know about them.
Course.
But I feel like they were trying
more
to like establish that these guys, these characters from this class, they're kind of important.
Yeah.
In the story. It's not just the main three, but this class in itself, they're here for a reason, and all of them are integral to the part of the story. So season 2 was very important, and now I'm locked in. Like,
which one did you prefer, season 1 or season 2?
Oh, guys,
it's a much shorter season. Of
I
course,
have to say, season 2 was quite impactful in different ways. Season 1 was set up the story, made me fall in love with it, and introduced me to Annie and like the fact that there's something going wrong here. Season 2, though, I will give it credit for probably being, even though it's short, it was to the point. It was intense. Yeah, there was actually a lot of story, even though it was that intense. Yeah, and how they managed that is just a testament to good storytelling, because they are doing 24-minute episodes and trying to flesh out different characters and us getting to them. They gave Hannes a good send off. I know, because
sweet boy,
he had honor. So season 2, all right. I think because we saw something I've been waiting for: Titans talking. Guys, it's been my thing, and I'm quite disappointed in Colossal and Eren and whatever, how they don't talk. Like, I'm just like, you need to open your mouth. Like, Yamiya talked. She said, "If you want to live, get on, like, on, be with me." And when she said sorry, I just think Eren needs to learn to say hello, like, talk. Hello. Like, he goes, like, him and they all go, all they're doing is just screaming. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to get that. So I'm excited, guys, and we're gonna go to season 3 next.
Season 3 is coming up, guys. It's been amazing. Thanks for